Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the PRL Canadian Grand Prix. And after 6 rounds, look how close the championship standings are. 7 points covering the top 3. And also look how close this qualifying session is, with just over 1.5 tenths between the top 4 at that stage. But with 3.5 minutes to go, I go top with a 13.5. And I thought that might be good enough for pole if we let compact through there. But lo and behold, Dani, my teammate and girlfriend, goes and snatches pole at the death. That's a Marussia front wide lockout. That's a fantastic result for her. That's her 3rd pole of the season, after Australia and Malaysia. But her luck has been pretty terrible so far this season. Hopefully she can convert this pole position to a better result. Anyhow, it's time to get going. The lights are on. 4, 5, and they're out. Pretty even start between the two teammates, and it looks like we have a slightly better secondary launch. We're back at early so as not to cause a teammate collision, but that allows Murph to come onto our left side. We get a bit more traction at turn 2 and keep second position for the moment. Flow through this chicane. Really annoying corner in my opinion, much like the rest of the track. But anyhow, we do manage to get the fastest lap on lap 2. But the field wasn't really spreading enough for my liking, as we had teammates there and a chance of rain. Stacking was going to be a problem perhaps. And we had kept that in mind as this race went on. And in fact, here we see HS destroying his car so early in the race at the Wall of Champions. And Dani sets the fastest lap, but safety car. And with pitting necessary, I decided to back off. I'm actually quite proud of this idea. Back off so that I was more than 8 seconds behind my teammates, so I wouldn't have to stack. Oh, Murph getting a bit overzealous there. Hitting our rear end, but they were 9.4 behind, and around 8 seconds is what the margin needs to be to not stack. And that allowed me not to lose any track position to people who had pitted. Unfortunately, the Williams of Brucey is in the lead in compact in 3rd, who did not pit, and we get a penalty there for no good reason. Illegal overtake is what the game thinks. Anyhow, that was rescinded after the race. And at the restart, Dani is all over Brucey. And we really need to get past compact as quick as possible, try and build a gap over Murph and Dubsy behind. And it looks like compact's gone a bit wide there in his tyre also. We have a lot more grip coming out of that corner. We duck to the inside for the next right-left sequence. And it looks like we've got the overlap and the move done. Yep, being careful not to cut that corner, and we are through into 3rd position. And Dani still having a bit of trouble getting past Brucey, and as he started on the prime tyre, I believe, not electing to pit when the safety car came out. But Dani's got an overlap here, and looks like she's going to make a nice move down here into this chicane. Brucey wisely backs out of that, and Dani up into the lead. Oh, Brucey slaps the wall there with the rear tyre, I think that was. And now it's our turn to try and get past the Williams driver. And he gets a little bit sideways there. We've just had slight contact with the rear of his car, and that's going to allow Dubsy, his teammate, to go to the left. We're going to have to stay on the right, see what happens down here. We've gone for a bit of a later braking opportunity. Dubsy's done a switch back on his teammate. No, he hasn't. But either way, he's made the position. And that's 3 positions lost there in quick succession for Brucey. Oh, we get a slight corner cut there, but we back off, and that allows Dubsy to have a massive run on us coming down the second DRS straight. There's a slight contact into us there, and that sort of allows us a bit of a speed boost actually, and he sort of propelled us ahead of himself, so that's fortunate for him, but fortunate for us. And I think that's 1 or 2 laps later, he's another run on us. This time he's going to the left, probably a better idea into this first sequence down here. We outbrake him slightly and take the line away, and wow, a nice sweeping move around the outside, but oh, he's cut back to the inside and a nice little tap, and we both lost quite a lot of time there to Dani. That's allowed Murph to catch up. And Murph is now in third position, overtaken Dubsy. I think he may have pitted earlier. And now I'm going to pit because rain is going to happen soon, but not in a short enough period of time for those options to make it. We're going to emerge just ahead of Dubsy, I think, here. And the rest of the cars ahead need to make a pit stop before the rain, which happens here. And we're in second when the rain hits, 7.2 behind our teammate. And again, I realised that I needed a bit more of a gap. As you see Dani pitting there. Tried to make it 8 seconds by holding Murph up a little bit at the hairpin there, but it looks like I've stacked for about half a second and lost that position to the Red Bull driver. So now back into third, we have to try and make a move as quickly as possible on Murph. And at the hairpin on the outlap, we've made that move and up into second position again. But that's allowed Dubsy to catch up to the both of us. And it's going to be a really exciting battle here for second position to the end between the three of us. The three championship protagonists, of course, as you saw at the start of the video. We've got a slightly slow run through there, and that's allowed Murph to our left. So you're going to have a move here. We've left some room on the inside. Not a lot of grip where we've chosen to drive. And, yep, accelerating, it looks like he's going to get a good run around the outside. You can see his front there, his front nose. And now he's slightly lagging, and he's come ahead. Don't want to hit him there, and that slight sideways movement has almost allowed Dubsy through, but not quite. And at the start of the next lap we have a bit of a run here on Murph. He's gone a tad wide. We're going to try and go around the outside of turn 2. Nothing doing. We went a bit wide ourselves there and no grip, and now Dubsy's on the inside, and oh, contact, oh, and there goes my front wing. So that's my hopes for second position over, and looks like even third position, as Dubsy has not lost any of his front wing, I don't believe. But I did have quite a lot of joy this lap in holding Dubsy behind. He seemed completely unable to pass me even without my front wing, so I'm sure Murph was quite happy with that as well. It's taking the stress out of his second position. Yeah, bit of an unfortunate incident. I look at that and see a racing incident. Didn't have that investigated at all. And so, yeah, I was a bit unlucky there, but I guess it happens sometimes. And I think we entered the pits here, yeah. Oh, I always wonder, actually, I wondered after the race whether I could have stayed out and defended that position. But in the end, he actually, his penalties after the race stayed, and one of mine went. I think I only had one actually, so I did in fact take his position at the end. But nevertheless, taking nothing away from a stellar drive from Dani, her first win of the season, her first Precision Racing League victory, and finally some luck this season, having been taken out a couple of times, quite a few fourth positions, and of course stacking, really hindering her championship so far. But finally she got a victory, and absolutely deserved. Good job to Murph for second, and Dubsy there second on the leaderboard, but he was demoted to fourth after the race, with Murph and I having penalties removed. So Murph takes the championship lead, but well, actually he's exactly even with Dubsy, and now we head off to the Christmas break. I've been Jacko. See you later.